For the first time in over 2 decades, the Pitkin County Library is being expanded and remodeled. The new facility will be 22% larger than the existing one that was built in the mid-1990s. The project includes a new children's library and community meeting room on the main floor that will be extended out over a small portion of what is known as the Galena Plaza.
We're standing on top of the Rio Grande parking garage and on the east side of the library building. So this is where the addition is going to be built. This piece of property was part of the trade of the land that went on when the youth center and the parking garage and the library were all preparing to be built. So from 1988 on, we have had this piece of property that was made available to the library so that we could have expansion capabilities when the time came. So when we do this construction, the building will come out to about the beginning of the circle that's on the roof of the parking garage. We have a 44-foot easement, and the building will actually step back from the boundaries of that a little bit, and over on this side of the building will be where the new William R. Dunaway Community Meeting Room is going to be built. Over on the Ski Mountain side of the library will be the new addition of the children's room. And in order to build that, we'll be lowering the deck of the parking garage by 4 feet. And that will make it possible for the library's children's room to all be on one floor. So all of that main floor of the library will now be the children's library.
In addition to the expansion, the interior of the library will be significantly remodeled.
Well, we think of the main floor of the library as a community commons area where people can come in and share the wealth of the community in its library collection. There'll be a lot of browsing, shelving, so that the books will be displayed face out to entice people to go home with more than they thought they wanted when they first walked into the building. So there'll be a cafe on the main floor and also a small group study room. The children's area will occupy a major portion of the main floor. The circulation desks will be much reduced in size. There'll be self-checkout capabilities, and there'll also be the Spanish language collection and a nice brand new large teen area.
The children's library, now located in the lower floor of the building, will move to a larger, brighter, sunnier, and more secure location where local and visiting children can thrive.
I think the 2 most exciting things about the renovation would be the fact that we will have our own dedicated space that will be away from the main circulation desk in the children's library, and we won't have to compete with this busy street right outside the front door. We don't have to compete with the adults trying to check out materials while the children are trying to check out their materials. So it will be a space where just the children can be.
I really like the library because I feel like it's my home. I know everybody here welcomes me with open arms. All the librarians, they're super nice to me. If there were more space, we could have bigger tables because a bunch of kids come for the crafts and it's usually really crowded, so I would like more space, and if it expands, the table would be probably bigger and kids would have more room to do what they want to do.
Teenagers also have something to look forward to with the library remodel. They'll have more space that encourages them to spend more time there.
Right now, they come in large groups and they sit on the floor and they read books with their backs against the wall, and they don't have a lot of comfortable space to sit. They don't have a space to collaborate loudly. We get a lot of complaints because their noise travels down to the quiet parts of the library. And so we are shushing them when really we should be encouraging them to work together on projects, to talk about what they're reading, what they're working on in school, and provide activities for them to have a safe place inside where they feel welcome and they're off the streets.
Public meeting rooms are at a premium in the Aspen community, so a much-needed high-tech community meeting room is included in the library expansion to give the public a space to meet and collaborate.
It will have glass walls on the parking garage side, and those walls will be able to be opened up so that events can spill out onto the park on the roof of the parking garage. And when you look towards Red Mountain, that part of the meeting room will be set up and acoustically controlled so that it will be a good venue for musical performances. When you look in the other direction towards the ski mountain, there'll be a large projection screen so that we'll be able to show feature films, and we'll have really a good sound system there so people can enjoy that like being in a real theater. And then as you look to the west in that meeting room, there'll be a large whiteboard, a smart board that people can use for collaborative projects. If you need to Skype or have a meeting where you can have good internet connectivity with someone else in another part of the country or even the world, then that will be the direction you'll be facing in the meeting room then.
The inside of the library will look and feel very different once the remodel is completed. Think Barnes & Noble style on the main floor, complete with coffee and snack shop. You won't have anyone asking you to shush. In fact, it's being designed to encourage discussion, collaboration, and socializing.
As we all know, libraries have changed. They have evolved from a place of silence and scribbling to a community meeting place where you can sit down on a sofa, read a good book, a good magazine, talk to your friends, have some meetings, have a little coffee, and generally relax in a really welcoming atmosphere. And I think that's where this library is going, and I welcome it.
And the library and the new plan of having a place that's social, where you can have a cup of coffee, where you don't have to whisper, where you can visit with friends and have a colloquy with somebody else who just finished reading that book you've been waiting for. That's exciting to me.
A so-called makerspace is included in the remodel. This is a cutting-edge library feature that will accommodate everything from a sewing or craft project to a technological undertaking like video editing or audio recording.
A makerspace is really a general term. It's basically any place that inspires creation, collaboration, and innovation. So those are the main three concepts that we're focusing on and want to incorporate into our new renovated building. We're going to do that in two ways. The first of which, on the main level, we're going to have a more hands-on creation lab. It's a place you can do crafting, knitting, crocheting, sewing projects, art projects, that kind of thing. And then down on the main level, that's where it gets really exciting. We're going to have our digital media lab down there. There's going to be a video production studio complete with green screen, a music recording studio, and Mac computers loaded up with the latest and greatest software for digital editing and photography. Essentially, we just want to make these tools available for our patrons so they have a place to shine and showcase their talents, and it should be a lot of fun.
All in all, the Pitkin County Library remodel and expansion will transform our library into a modern-day facility that, according to its mission statement, seeks to accommodate everyone.
In our design of the library, we seek a level of excellence that will bring peace and composure to the mind and body that walks through its doors. We trust that the design will earn respect and pay respect to the possibilities that lie before each of us. Enter, find your place, and within these surroundings, go wild, invent, express, compose, and meditate. For you, it is one thing. For me, it is another. And for all, a place to explore.